Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. First of all, I have to apologize for disappearing the first part of January. I had some things I needed to arrange and settle before I could start off this year properly, but now I'm back and I won't be leaving you guys, so don't worry about that. And today's video is just about how we are going to start 2020, what's new, what's coming, what's popping, what are my goals for the next year, and what are my goals related to this YouTube channel that I created, and a little bit of why I created it, so we can actually go back to the basics and get an understanding of what this channel is about and what we're trying to do. And I say we because this channel is not about me. It's about helping other people, inspiring other people, motivating, encouraging, and empowering other people. And those other people are you guys. So that's why I say we, because we have goals for this year. We are trying to be a better person this year, and we are going through a spiritual, emotional journey this year to become a better version of ourselves that's more aligned with who we are and who we would like to be. So let's get into the video. So a short notice on why I created this channel. I will do a separate video on it, but the reason I created this channel is because I want to share the knowledge that I have and the things that I've learned the past years to help other people, because there's a lot of things you can do to improve your life. It's not about telling yourself, oh, I want to be a better person and I will try to be, without having any clue what you are doing. It's really about using actual tools, actual tricks, actual techniques, of which some of them are even scientifically proven, to improve your mood, to increase your vibration, to make you feel better, to make it easier for you to attract the things that you want, and to reduce the barriers that you have towards achieving certain things. Because a lot of things that we are doing in our lives are related to science, but we are not aware of those facts when we are just going about and doing the daily things that we do. So that's why it's very important to be aware of the things that you can control and the things that you cannot control, so you can focus on the things that you exactly can control. Because there's also a lot of people out there in this world that are focusing on the things that they cannot control, and that is something that's going to drive you crazy. So you really have to know what it is that you can work on and what it is that you cannot work on. And the good news is that a lot of things you can work on, a lot of things you can change. It's actually ourselves telling ourselves, we cannot change this, it's not possible, I've done this for 20 years already. I have very bad traumatic experience, so it's impossible for me to become a positive person. No, and that's the beautiful thing. Like, your story, whatever you have gone through, I am nobody to judge on that. I am nobody to understand or feel the emotions that you have ever felt with all the things that you have gone through. I can only say I can hear your story and I could understand you. But it doesn't matter what your story is. That is part of who you have become. That's a fact. But the thing is, all the things that happened during your life are the things that have formed you to whom you are now. But it doesn't mean that you have to stick to those norms, that you have to stick to those values, that you have to stick to those past behaviors that influence you to be a certain way, maybe a way that causes you to act negatively, or that causes you to be insecure. Like, where we are now is what we can change. You can change who you are, who you have become from this moment, and that's the beautiful thing. So you can actually forget everything that happened to you and work on becoming a version of you that accepts the past, that's going to move forward with all that there is to it, and to choose that positive side, to choose the embracing side. And that's something I will go way more into depth on in a later stage. But for every person, that's just what I want to say. There is hope to change, there is hope to improve, and there is a possibility to improve. That's not something that I think or that's my opinion, that's a fact. It's possible for everyone. But the hard part of this is to understand and to accept that it's possible, to accept your past and to move on from it. So I hope this motivates you guys to you know, see that there is a possibility to make 2020 a better year than ever before. Not because it's 2020, but every year should be a better year than the year before. And if 2019 was a really bad year for you, then this year we're going to work on make this an awesome year, not just because it's 2020, but because you will be given the tools, the tricks, the techniques, and a possibility to think more positive, to become more confident in a natural way. Because that's the thing, it's not something that you do in a forced way. Once you include new habits into your routine, you will naturally become a confident, positive thinking person. You will naturally know how to react to negative people. You will naturally understand how to get yourself out of a bad situation, because you will become a solution thinker and not a problem kind of thinker. Because if there's a problem, you can focus on the problem, which will make the problem even more bigger, keep you longer in the problem, and not solve your problem. Or you can think of a solution while you know there is a problem coming, or you're already in a problem, so you can actually solve it and move on from it, and not keep hanging in things that you shouldn't keep hanging in. And that's what a lot of people do, and they keep complaining that their situation is bad. But again, affirmations are so important. So everything that we keep focusing on is what we keep believing in, so therefore it's what we keep manifesting. So if you're constantly telling yourself how bad the world is and how horrible your situation is and how you feel like this is never going to end, then it's never going to end, because that's what you're asking for. So, you know, your thoughts are very, very powerful, they're magical, and they're also very important, because it starts where you think. So this year I want to get into everybody's mind and focus on where it all starts, and then move on and build to something bigger, to what we portray on the outside and what we manifest on the outside. So I can hopefully show you guys that you can change your reality, but you have to change what's inside in order to change what's outside. And I know it's difficult for some people to believe, and I also understand those people, because if I look back at my 19-year-old version like years ago, I wouldn't believe that I'm that same person, because I would just think that, whoa, this is the most toxic person with the most toxic thoughts that I've ever met. And that's also the most beautiful thing, because during our lives we keep changing, we keep evolving, we keep growing. So maybe 10 years from now I will look at myself now and think like, at that point I had so much to learn. But I am in a stage where I know that I have gone through a lot, I've learned a lot, I've experienced a lot, and I know a lot. But at the same time, I know there is a lot that I don't know. There is a lot that I have to learn. There is a lot that I should get to know about myself still. And there is a lot that I should know about life, about treating myself, because life is a continuous journey. It's not that you reach one certain phase or moment or age in your life where you're like, now I got it. I got everything figured out. From now on, my life is going to be stable and perfect. Well, like stable is like this, not going down, of course. But what I want to say is, that's not the case. Life is a flow of ups and downs. It always has, and it always will. And that doesn't mean you have to experience the downs as down as they are, because you can have some tools or some traits about yourself which will allow you to overcome those things in the best way, to make you not feel as disappointed or as sad because things are happening to you, but you will know how to react to it in a better way to get you out of a negative state. Because being involved with the law of attraction or positivity or a positive mindset doesn't mean that you ignore everything bad that's happening. That's like a really big message I want to share today. It's actually being very, very aware of the fact that these things are happening, but we're training ourselves with certain techniques which will allow us to naturally react in the best way possible to those negative scenarios. And this, as a result, will allow us to not reach depression or any negative emotions or very low vibrations, or keep hanging in the sadness for days, weeks, or months, but maybe one day or maybe 2 or 3 days. Because there is sadness in life, there is negativity in life, there is all kinds of emotions in life, and they happen to us. But we also decide how we react to it, how we cope with it, how long do we stay in these emotions, how do we react to everything that's happening. And if you can at least learn yourself how to cope with things and how to get back on track and focus on your goals or whatever it is that you're doing, then that's a powerful asset. That's a very, very powerful asset, because as much as a lot of people would like to be positive, they would like to have that confidence to move on easily, they don't have that confidence, or they don't know how to, or they don't believe in themselves enough. But in order to have a plan and execute it, you gotta know the plan. And that's what I'm here for, to share the plan with you. What is it that you can do? What is it that you should do? What is it that you shouldn't do? Because I think a lot of times people think that when somebody is talking about positivity or about mindset or anything, those people haven't experienced anything bad, so it's easy for them to talk about being positive. Well, let me tell you, the opposite is true. Because the reason I started this channel is because I have gone through very bad situations. I have gone and fought through very hard battles. I have experienced the lowest of the lowest emotions. I have experienced the hardest battles, and the reason I got through it is because, first of all, I'm a fighter. Like, my family taught me to never give up and always fight, no matter how hard the battle is. So the outcome in every battle that I fight, for me, is that I will conquer. And indirectly, that's actually also using the law of attraction, because I'm focusing on a certain outcome, which is the fact that I will conquer this battle no matter what it is, no matter how impossible it is. And that's a beautiful thing. Like, sometimes you're using some kind of techniques already, maybe your whole life, but you don't know it, you're not even aware of it. And once you become aware of what you're doing and you know how to manipulate it and use it in the right way to benefit you and to make you a stronger person, then that's amazing. That is so powerful. And the second reason why I started this channel, or why I am able to share this positivity with you guys, is because of these battles that I fought, because of these battles I fought with myself as well. I tried to figure out, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I am not doing right? What is it that I can do? I have practiced a couple years now certain techniques and things that I try to improve myself, and I have changed drastically in the way I think. And that's the potential, the same potential that I see for you guys. Like, you guys can change drastically, and it is usually the people that are very motivated to become something that's extreme. In this case, I would call the extreme being very positive, because those people have experienced the very negative and they will not allow themselves to go back to that place. And that's me as well. I know what it is to fight battles, to have low emotions, to have a low vibration, but I also learned how to get out of that, how to conquer that. And that is what I want to share with you guys. That's why I'm so keen on knowing everything about being positive. That's why I'm so keen on reading 100,000 books this year, to know more, so I can share more with you guys, and I can also learn more myself. Because for me, I feel the past years, or the past year maybe, I've been more focused on sharing what I know, but my own journey was kind of like stable. It wasn't improving a lot, but it wasn't decreasing as well. And this year I want to also invest a lot in myself and increase my knowledge, my experience, my everything, so I can share all these beautiful things with you guys on this channel, and I can show you guys what works and what not. And that's the beautiful thing about my experience, is that now I know for me what has worked and what not. So you guys don't have to go through the trial and error and say like, oh, this works and this doesn't work, because the things I tried, I know they can work. But it also depends on the person. Of course, there are aspects involved, like belief. You need to have a certain level of belief, but everything is something you can work on. Like, you can come up with an excuse for everything, or you can come up with a reason for everything to work. So you can choose which person you want to be. And I think that's an easy decision to make, because we all would like to be the person that's able to stay positive, stay strong, and solve problems, and not keep hanging in problems or focus too much on them. So that's kind of my spiritual goal for this year, what I want to accomplish. I want to grow as a person, I want to evolve, I want to share more knowledge, I want to get to know more about myself, about the world, about science, about everything. I want to share it with you guys, and I want to make you guys feel like I'm doing something that's adding value, because this is not about me, this is about helping the people. This is about sharing what you know, teaching what you know, preaching what you know, and hoping that it can inspire someone or help someone or improve someone's day. And I know it has, because I've received a lot of beautiful messages, which I'm so grateful for, because that's why I do this. I don't care if I inspire one person or 5,000 people. If somebody is inspired, then that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm doing. We need to focus on what matters. We need to focus on how to make an impact. We need to focus on how to live a life of added value, and to get you to a new state of mind, which will allow you to be so aware of yourself, to be so confident, and to feel balanced, because that's the important thing in life. We need to live our lives with balance, with ease, with grace, with love, with joy, with positive emotions. We need to accept and conquer the flow of life. Just as I said, it has ups and downs, but it doesn't mean we can cheerfully embrace the ups as well as the downs. And yeah, I hope that that's something I can make happen for you guys, or at least that I can be a little tool in your journey that can help you to gain a little bit more positivity and confidence in your life. So I really hope you like this video. Get ready for the next one, because I have some amazing things coming up. As I said, I wish you a beautiful day, make this a beautiful week, and don't let anything get you down. Stay grounded, stay motivated, keep working, and believe in your dreams. That's all I wanted to say. Have a nice day. Namaste.